So what you think was going on in the first half there for you as a team and also for you offensively yourself?
It was a little different look. Obviously, with Draymond out, we know how much he provides defensively. But offensively, he is an amazing playmaker and knows how to be in the right spot and make the right read. So it's the first time without him out there, orchestrating a lot of our offense, especially when I'm off the ball. And Denver had a crazy game plan to send bodies and a lot of attention and try to take away some of those pick and roll looks, especially, as the first option. And we didn't really get much ball movement. I think defensively, we didn't help ourselves either. They made a lot of shots in the, first half that really put us, we were down 24 at halftime. So it's tough to gain any traction when, they're scoring the ball, able to set up the defense, we turn it over a little bit. We don't get any flow. Everybody probably talk about the free throws. That it's a tough kind of momentum killer, but it didn't really, hurt us that much. It's just it all kind of went wrong in the first half. But I love the way we fought because pretty sure it's, we're not a moral victory team, but 29 other teams probably would have laid down and died, with that type of first half performance. But we gave ourselves a chance to, tie the game with a minute and a half left. It's pretty impressive.
Where do you feel that Draymond absence most offensively? You're talking about he would have it at the top of the key while you're kind of trying to scatter around. Is that where you felt it most tonight?
Yeah, it's just a big adjustment from one game when he's there and the next game where he's not. I mean, we'll obviously have time to watch film and make some adjustments. If he's not, I'm pretty sure he won't be ready by Thursday or Saturday. So, we got to make those adjustments to give ourselves a better chance to start games off right. It's obviously an amazing luxury with a guy that knows our system, is part of the reason our system works, and you have other guys having to step up and try to fill those roles with the way that they play. So we got to make adjustments until he gets back.
Stephen, what do you think? What were the things you guys pulled together for that second half comeback?
29 points on defense, or for them, defensively, like that's going to win you a lot of games and give yourself a chance to win games even if you're down 24 at halftime. So it was just flying around, being physical, just competing, bringing energy, and trying to keep them off the foul line. But it's a good confidence builder going in. We're playing them again on Thursday, so we got to bring that type of effort if we're going to have a chance on the road.
Nick's pointing at me. The 3-point milestones will keep coming for you. You're the first player who has more than 3,000 now. Did you know that you were one away coming into this game?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about the bucket that got it late in the third?
I mean, I knew it. I wasn't trying to think about it. And it was more so the way the game was going. It was kind of everything I just talked about. But it was cool to reach that milestone. It's a pretty awesome accomplishment in terms of something that hadn't been done in the NBA in history. So it's kind of a weird thought to think for the rest of my career. For the most part, I'm pretty sure every three I make will be a new record. So I'm just going to enjoy it, and I don't know what's the next milestone, like 3-3-3-3, or like you got to start coming up with stuff, So see how next year for that one probably.
Do you have a number in your mind that you want to hit?
Nah, same thing when I would hit 400 in a season. You don't really put limits on what can happen. You just hoop and enjoy yourself and, see what happens when it's all said and done.
Have you been able to talk to Draymond the last couple of days? And if so, what's the advice that he's given you What's the
Yeah, we should face up, Draymond.
what's the advice he's given you for this stretch?
Nothing at all. It's just more so just about him being healthy and taking care of himself and staying, as locked in physically as he can because he was in such a great place. And it's, I know a lot of people are going through this, not just in basketball and the NBA, but in life. So you're worried about that first and foremost. And when he gets back, that he can pick up right where he left off. If he's got something for us based on how the night went or whatever, he'll definitely reach out. But it's more so just about him being healthy.
What'd you think of Kuminga tonight, especially maybe just getting in the last 30 seconds and getting the ball and taking it Jokic with the game on the line?
I mean, you can tell how he's built. He's going to attack. He's going to play his game, and he's got confidence in himself, which you love. And it's a great experience. It's great reps because that could be like a playoff type situation where, based on matchups, based on reads, he could be out there in a big moment. You never know what's going to happen down the rest of the season. So I think more so for him is just to get over that feeling that he had in the first quarter. It was, I think it could be good for him in terms of just, dealing with, a tough stretch and staying confident in yourself because that's all you can do in this league. And you're going to go through pretty much everything at some point. So excited to see how he bounces back.
When it comes to Kuminga, can you tell which rookies have that it factor? Can you sort of project the career that they might have just looking at a small sample?
Yeah, you can see the bright spots and see just how they're built in terms of their competitive, nature, how bad they want to win, and how much they enjoy basketball. People take that for granted these days. I think, talented, physical specimens that have just coasted through different levels don't really, a lot of them don't really like the game and like to put, that work in. So you try to watch out for that for the most part. And then the NBA is different because you can come into the league with a certain look or a certain role, and that can change pretty quickly in terms of you sustaining yourself over years. So not really worry about the X's and O's, how you approach the game, how you put in the work, how you approach it mentally with your focus and your intentions. Like what we see from both of our rooks, and even Wise, throw him in there too.
Kuminga has the right approach.
For sure. And you got to continue to build that. You have to earn that every single day. So I give him a compliment and don't take his foot off the gas pedal.
Two quick kind of COVID related questions. What has been the tension level for you as a team, as an organization? You guys are going through this, and I'm sure you're having to test every day.
Yeah, obviously, like the rest of the world, I thought you were kind of past that part where daily testing was part of your routine, and now that is back. And knowing how many cases there are and whatnot, you don't want to wake up to a text saying there's one name that you don't want to see pop up on your phone. I like him, so I won't say his name, but he's the bearer of bad news if you see his name pop up. So you will. It's not real. He's 1B. No, I'm just messing with you. But it's part of just the situation we're in, and kind of is what it is. You try to do everything you can to keep yourself safe and healthy and out of harm's way, but you never know.
The second question to that, you guys have had kind of this charm season to this point. Do you worry about all of this affecting the rhythm you guys built? I mean, all the guys going out and kind of the uncertain nature of when they'll be back?
No, because I think every team's going through the same challenges in terms of guys in and out of the lineup, even the mental, say this with sensitivity, like the mental exhaustion of, again, just the testing and all that type of stuff. But I hope we can use it to our advantage for guys that are getting significant minutes and reps and different looks because, you know, who knows if we were healthy the entire season, if guys, you know, would be able to get some burn out there, and you kind of have you forced into that scenario, and everybody has to step up, and it's a great opportunity for everybody. So you got to stay locked in.
On a positive note, how good was it to get Andrew Wiggins back and to see Jordan Poole just back in the building tonight? Have you gotten to talk to him at all? I feel like it's got to have been a long 12 days for him.
For sure. Great to see you guys back. Great to see them feeling good, able to put the ball back in their hands and get out there and break a sweat and get closer to, or for JP to get closer to playing. And obviously to have Wiggs back out there was huge. And, you know, with Draymond and Moses out, they're hopefully coming back soon. The anticipation of Clay, like there's just a lot going on right now. So it's every day is just a day to enjoy what we do, and if you're able to play, you know, step up, and if you're not, taking care of yourself.
Can you just assume that Kerr knows you want to play the whole fourth quarter in a game like this, or do you mention it to him? Do you mention it to anybody else? Do you look at him in a certain way? Like, I'm going to stay in the game right now?
Nah, that's like the worst broken record conversation of all time. And there's definitely a feel of just the way that I'm moving, how the eye test looks, if I still got that juice and energy, and depending on how the game's going, to make that call. Definitely appreciated being out there tonight to give ourselves a chance to, you know, hopefully maybe steal a win. But I think proving that in the big picture, we can approach games like tonight the way we did, and I feel good and can get through it and recover and get ready for Thursday and know that we're approaching the rest of the season, you know, in a smart, responsible way to be ready for the playoffs. But it's kind of a different situation than we all expected going into the season with so many guys out.
You were saying Denver was playing a weird defense. Are you seeing like new looks this year, or any new approaches from defenses?
No, it's just consistent. There's, you know, a couple different variations of stuff, but where it gets like tonight was, you know, different layers of help defense that were always ready to pull over or to, you know, close driving lanes and just cut off, you know, half of the court. So certain teams could be a little bit more aggressive on that front than others, depending on personnel and all that type of stuff. And I got to be able to make reads. I had 4 turnovers in the first quarter, get myself into bad situations, and that definitely killed a lot of momentum and took me out of rhythm too. So that's on me.
Did you expect Otto Porter to get the ball back to you on that final when you passed it up ahead?
That was the look I had in terms of knowing everybody in the world knew I was going to try to shoot it when I came across half court and there were a couple bodies. And that's the trust that you have once you give it up that, you know, we're going to make the right read. And it's more so just about being decisive. So we could be talking about a Kuminga game-winning layup and an overtime situation. It obviously didn't go our way. I did relocate to the other side, and if it was, you know, a quick pass could have been open. I mean, we can always second guess a Monday morning quarterback, but I try to make the right decisions and, you know, trust that something's going to happen. And, you know, I would make that play, you know, again, and see what would happen.
All right, let's just do one on Zoom. Christos, go ahead.
Hello, Steph. Hope you're doing well. Clay's on his way to return. So my question to you is, how more special or more dangerous this team can be with Clay alongside you? And did you ever think how different could be those games like this against the Nuggets with Clay on the floor?
I mean, you've been thinking about that for 2.5 years. So I'm excited to have that look again. And it's not just about us as a team. It's about him getting back to playing basketball. So yeah, it's gonna be great for all of us, and hopefully that makes us even better. But just happy for him that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and he's gonna have his moment, and then get back to doing his job and having fun every single day out there on the court instead of doing rehab and being in his own lane. So I'm excited about it all.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate that, everybody. No practice tomorrow.